The Lakers and the Celtics are done. Um, the Celtics got basically blew out in Miami. The final score didn't indicate how, what I'm saying, how uncompetitive the game was. And you know, the NBA, I know they be having certain plans and ideas of what they want to happen, but at the end of the day, the NBA need to let things flow instead of like hoping for particular teams to go to the finals. Well, I'm gonna tell all you media people, y'all better get prepared to go to Denver. Yes, get ready to go to Denver and have that long ride from the airport to the city. Like I said before, Denver's airport is, I'm gonna take it back to the old school, hella far from the city. So, I mean, it's far, but nevertheless, ain't nothing wrong with Denver. I mean, it's not exactly a tourist city, but nothing wrong with Denver. One thing I get sick and tired of is analysts talking about where they'd rather be. Hey, punk, hey, punk, it ain't about whether you'd rather be. Punk, you got a job to do. You go where you have to go. And first of all, I'm keeping it 100. Media members should not be allowed to talk about whether they'd rather go cover, a playoff series at. That's kind of unprofessional. But at the end of the day, the NBA's worst nightmare is about to come to fruition. There won't be no Lakers Celtics series. There won't be no Lakers Celtics final. Listen, y'all Laker fans gonna have to accept it. The inevitable is coming. The Lakers are going home. They're not about to win 4 straight games. They're not even gonna win 2 straight games. Even if they find a way to win today, they're gonna lose the next game. Denver is gonna close this series out and go to the finals. Denver is not gonna piss away. Yeah, I know you LeBron fans want some elaborate storyline. I know you guys want this elaborate storyline of how LeBron came from 0-3 to win 4 straight games. See, this is why he's better than Michael Jordan. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And I think Adam Silver need to understand. See, this ain't 2005 under the watch of David Stern, where basically the media has to comply to whatever David Stern wants, because most of us are independents. So we work for ourselves. We're our own media. So we don't have to comply to the NBA's, will, with the threat of them not giving us media access. Now, in a couple of years, this is going to be what you call a subject, because in the next couple of years, when the new media deals start to kick in with Amazon and some other people, you may start seeing more outsiders, independent media, covering NBA games. And then eventually there are going to be expansion leagues. There are going to be alternative leagues that's going to come about besides the NBA. They have it in football. There's going to be alternative baseball eventually, just like they're going to be alternative basketball. So, like I said before, the NBA plans have been foiled, and I love every minute of it. So, you LeBron fans, you know, LeBronians, he's going home to be with his wife and his kids. And I think once that video surfaced of how basically the referees was trying to figure out a way how they can get Boston in this series, yeah. I like that. Well, I like the fact that it's gonna be, you know, some different teams. The Miami Heat has been to the finals before. They have 3 championship banners. This will be unfamiliar territory for Denver, but listen, Denver is good enough. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying this. Denver is good enough to win it all. They have proven that they are good enough to win it all. But listen, I don't know. I just see. I'll be honest with you. This Heat team just seems special, but I could be wrong, man. It's like when you get a preview of the finals, when you look at it, you look at Jimmy Butler and you kind of want Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy Butler is gonna be one of them dudes that people gonna be rooting for. He's always, you know what I'm saying? He's always been a great player. And at the end of the day, he one of them guys, he don't get his notoriety because unfortunately he played in an era where he had to play a little bit with Kobe Bryant, Stephen Curry, and then Giannis and all those kind of guys, and Kevin Durant. So it's not like the finals is not gonna have star power. And Murray is gonna be, man, Murray could be the X factor. But I think the sentimental favorite is gonna be Jimmy Butler. And I think if Jimmy Butler can pull this off and lead the Miami Heat to a championship and win Finals MVP, that's going to solidify Jimmy Butler. And then you can't deny his greatness. Jimmy Butler has been money. He's been money. He's been money in the playoffs. So he's going to be the sentimental favorite. Now, you know what I'm saying? The corporate favorite is going to be, in all intents and purposes, is going to be the Nuggets because of Jokic. For obvious reasons. With Jokic. But however, Jokic is a damn good player. He deserves all the accolades he gets. But at the end of the day, he may be what you call the corporate favorite. But the sentimental favorite is going to be Jimmy Butler. And if Jimmy Butler is holding up that Larry O'Brien trophy alongside the finals, and because Jimmy Butler's, I'm telling you, you may see Jimmy Butler turn into Jordan. And Jimmy Butler's damn near been unstoppable. And the boy can play. So for people that, people want, listen, I understand what you're saying. People need to tell Adam Silver, hey man, stop always wanting the same damn teams to play in the finals, man. Like I keep saying, that's why you can't compete with the NFL, because you want certain teams in the finals every year. I keep saying the NBA, one of the biggest mistakes they are making, and this is why you have these disasters and these PR disasters that you having with Ja Morant. You focus too much on the players. Focus on the teams as well as the players. And that's what the NFL has over the NBA. It's cool to market your players. But at the end of the day, it's very hard in this day and age to try to keep a low profile when everything is pretty much under surveillance. Whether you know it or not, you're being recorded. So it's very hard for people, and at the end of the day, you know, as a media member, I do it. But I don't violate people's privacy. I'm not, if somebody's eating dinner, I'm not going to walk up to them and start filming them and asking to take a picture and all that kind of stuff. But like I said before, the NBA need to do a better job of marketing teams and cities, saying, hey, you know, when you go see Jokic, go to Denver. Talk about why you should go to Denver to see Jokic. Talk about what's in Denver. And that's the problem, what they don't do. Advertise the city and the player and the team at the same time. When you talking about the Charlotte Hornets, talk about what's in Charlotte. Why, man? I'm telling you, man. If the NBA hired me for marketing, like I said, they'll add an extra $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? To their bank accounts. And a marketing expert should tell them this. But then again, somebody gonna listen to this video and they gonna have a meeting telling this to Adam Silver. But it's okay. Just make sure you drop something in my Cash App. So I'm just saying. But that's the problem that the NBA has had. Lack of bringing notoriety to smaller markets. And it's not really that hard. As the saying goes, to make money, you got to spend money. The NBA is a $1 billion entity. No excuse why they shouldn't be doing a better job marketing their brand, which is the 32 teams that's in the NBA. You have 32 teams. That's real talk. You have 32 teams in the NBA. So you need to try to market all 32 teams instead of always focusing on the Miami Heat, the Boston Celtics, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Golden State Warriors, and even in the Clippers. Like I said, what about the other cities? What about Milwaukee? Milwaukee Bucks is one of the NBA's, marquee teams. Right now they hot. They're they're in the playoffs every year. Talk about what you can do in Milwaukee. Talk about what you can do in Indianapolis. So that's what the NBA needs to do. They need to do a better job of marketing so they wouldn't have to be worried about, I don't know if we want to. Oh man, the Nuggets are going to the finals. Because like I said before, the NBA hated when the Spurs went to the finals. The Spurs drew some of the lowest ratings out of teams that were going to the finals, because the finals, like I said, they want that glamorous team, and the Spurs were a blue-collar team. Trying to get an energetic interview out of Tim Duncan was like watching paint dry. And it's not his fault. It is what it is. He is who he is. The same thing with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is a quiet, modest guy. But at the end of the day, y'all need to understand something about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, from what I read about him, he went through a lot. Unfortunately, his sister, his sister, she was convicted for deleting somebody, her and somebody else. And I think she got life in prison without the possibility of parole. And also Kawhi Leonard watched his father lose his life right in front of him. So Kawhi Leonard's biological father, was taken from him right in front of him. It's a miracle that Kawhi Leonard even had the scruples to even be able, in the mental capacity, to even be able to play NBA basketball. And that's what reports are saying, that he watched his father lose his life. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to this finals. Murray been playing some good basketball. The funny thing is, if Denver closes the Lakers out in the next game, Murray might win the Western Conference Finals MVP. As far as the Miami Heat go, we already know it's going to Jimmy Buckets. We know it's going to Jimmy Buckets. What's that saying you guys like to say? Next question. But as I said before, the NBA, they're going to have to get prepared for this. Prepare. I think this is going to be a great finals. And here's the thing. It's no clear-cut winner. Because I could see the Miami Heat winning it all. And I also could see the Denver Nuggets winning it all. So like I said before, this is going to be a great finals. Now, when it's finally all said and done, I can't wait to roast the Lakers and LeBron James, because I'm going to have a good time with this. And I know some of the Laker fans are gonna be miserable and sad about it, and the LeBronians, but I'm gonna have fun with this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, you guys, about to take a 10-minute break, and I'm gonna go live again because I'm about to make fun of Lomachenko and his fans. Once again, they are really been trying to downplay this fight. They've been trying to find every excuse to downplay him losing to Devin Haney. All this stuff about this robbery is just laughable. Um, it's just laughable. It's just every excuse you could think of. But anyway, be back in like 10 minutes, about to charge the phone. And we definitely gonna have a live stream because I'm really finna make fun of the Lomachenko fans. It's hilarious how they think they can come on people's outlet trolling and trying to call themselves trying to bully somebody and trying to harass somebody. It's nothing to block you. But nevertheless, thank you guys for tapping in. Appreciate the support. And by the way, man, I appreciate all the love and support I got covering this particular fight. Um, you know, I feel like this particular fight, I did some really good work, got some really good interviews, put out some really good content. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys have helped make me better. Appreciate the love. Be back in like 10, 15 minutes. Out.